Hi there, it's Greg from TeamFell, and today I'm bringing you a used and abused review where we look at gear that we've reviewed in the past that have had plenty of use time and plenty of hammer from us, and we look at how they've coped, how they've survived, what they look like now, where are they, what are they up to. And in this feature we're going to look at the Mammut Comfort High GTX Surround boot and see how it has coped. Now I'll start by saying, in the previous review, which I'll attach through annotation and link in the description for you guys to go and check out if you haven't seen it already, we sort of talked about the boot in detail, and I'll just start by saying when I got this boot new, I paid less than sort of the standard retail price. Found it on a German website, Bergfrund, for about 140 quid, so it wasn't a cheap boot, even though I got it a little bit cheaper than what it was at release. Now, as you guys can see down here, the first thing we need to talk about is durability with this boot. I've been let down really by Mammut. I thought when I bought these boots from Mammut, I thought, yeah, they know what they're doing with outdoor boots, they've been doing it ages. But for some reason, because of this mesh paneling down the instep and outstep of your boot at the bottom there, it's just given way. I'm trying to show you the best I can on camera, but it's just peeled away, and that's then led to wear on the next layer, then the next layer, and what I perceive to be then the Gore-Tex membrane lining. So these boots now, not waterproof, it's not good. They leak as soon as you kind of get somewhere like that, in that high in water. I kind of have to question Mammut really with their design choice, because they're not the only ones doing this Gore-Tex surround and using mesh in this area of the boot. As you can see with the tow bar at the front, it's rock hard, it's really tough. And with winter boots particularly, you see the rubber randle come all the way around the boot in this area. Why? Because that's where most durability is needed. So why, when they were designing a summer boot, 3-season boot perhaps, did they not kind of consider that? Because with the sorts of walks that I do, there's a lot of rock, there's a lot of open bare rock, and to be quite honest with you, it's torn this cottony kind of mesh to pieces. Other manufacturers, namely that I can think of, is Saliwa, who have used the Gore-Tex surround membrane. They've then meshed the area of the boot around here with like a Kevlar inspired sort of material, as far as I'm aware, that inspires confidence and hard weariness really. But the durability of the Mammut here has just been left wanting. It's got holes left, right and centre. I mean, you can see on the front there, that's peeling away. There's a huge gash on the instep of that one, going right through about 2 layers. So overall, disappointed. But there are plus points. This, longevity of the boot for something as pricey as it was isn't acceptable. I wouldn't recommend buying it because of that. But it has positives to it. What are the positives? Comfort. Comfort's the name of the boot, and it certainly is comfortable. The whole high cut of this just wraps around your ankle. The boot itself is flexible enough for sort of a summer boot, but still provides enough protection underneath for when you are on rocky ground. You don't feel like you're sort of standing on glass or anything. You really are well insulated and comfortable. That's been the main point for this boot. The grips are Mammut's own GripX model. I've found them to be good, not been outstanding, they've not been inadequate either. Quite a tough compound, they haven't worn out particularly. There's a little bit of balding starting to happen on some of the lugs, but as you can see from the side profile there, they're not a particularly luggy boot. They're not built for sort of mud and snow. These are more of a lightweight summer trekking boot, which is what they were described as. What else would I say is a positive to these? Strange to say the durability because of the letdown of this mesh, but everything else is in fantastic condition. The toe bar's still solid. The actual synthetic material they've used on the upper, all the way around, not a mark on it. There's no wear, there's no cuts, there's nothing. The leather suede on the tongue, you know, the Gore-Tex in round there. There's no wear inside. Insole's still in good nick. Everything's been fine, other than the mesh compartments here. And yeah, I'll admit I took a risk when buying these boots. You know, didn't know much about the Gore-Tex Surround at the time, didn't know what sort of material they'd be using, but I put my trust in Mammut as an experienced outdoor boot maker for them to have sort of, you know, thrashed out a few of the details about what materials might be best to use in a boot such as this. I am going to continue using these boots as scruff boots. I'm probably going to get the super glue out and stick these down, try to sort of gunk it up a bit so it keeps a little bit of the water out. There's a bit of life in them yet, just to be used as a sort of jobs boots really. But overall, disappointed. Some positives in there, but are they worth the money? No, they're not. Not good enough from Mammut. I'll be issuing a complaint to you very shortly, Mammut, simply because after a year of use, I wouldn't expect to see a boot at that price point to be in the state it is in currently. As always, if you've enjoyed what you've seen here at TeamFell on the YouTube channel or on the blog, and if you've got through to us through Twitter, fantastic. Make sure you hit the like button on YouTube, subscribe. When you've subscribed, a little bell icon will come up. Hit that, that will send you notifications every time we upload. Head over to the blog at teamfell@blogspot.co.uk and make sure you interact with us. Comment in the section below, get in touch with us through Twitter. I'd like to hear about people who have got these boots as well, because I've seen that they've been featured in sort of trail magazine and things like that. If you've bought these, used them, had the same experiences, I'd like to hear from you. Different experiences, I'd love to hear from you. Because my job, really, I just want to give the truest and most honest perspective to the consumer as I possibly can. So, as always, thanks for watching. This has been Greg from TeamFell. Cheers.